Welcome to round 10 of the SAMMNA Super League. We're going to throw straight to the court with some terrible feedback to Gabby Stengel and Jalen Newchurch, who are going to kick off the game for us.
Dear Marty, Nana last night, taking my feet, Naranga, Nandari, and Werku. Marty Pudding, Garville. Hello, my name is Garville Stengel, 5th born. I'm a proud Ghana, Naranga, Nandari, and Werku woman of South Australia. On behalf of the Ghana people, we would like to welcome you here today. Next to me I have Jalen Newchurch, who's holding the Indigenous round ball for our first Indigenous round for our SAMMNA Super League. As an ex-Micawama Premier League player and proud Aboriginal player, I'm honoured to have been asked by SAMMNA to design the ball that will go to the best on court for tonight's game. The story behind the design is Journey. The journey shows many waterholes representing communities and our Super League clubs. Those waterholes are connected with journey lines that not only represent the amazing journey SAMMNA has made to become a Super League, but also the individual journeys of the athletes and everyone behind the scenes. The colours and people are all taken from each club, with the kangaroo tracks throughout, which honour and represent Netball SA and SAMMNA, always moving forward and never backwards. Thank you.
CH Earthmovers are a South Australian owned and operated small business offering a professional, customer-focused service in the field of earthmoving. CH Earthmovers are dedicated to providing extensive earthmoving and landscaping services across the Adelaide region and surrounding areas. They offer a diverse range of services including but not limited to house pads, footing preps, retaining walls, swimming pools and stump removals. Feel free to give them a call on 0447 162 781 for a no obligation free quote. Are you looking for a new kitchen, alfresco kitchen or custom joinery item? Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 21 years in the business in 2024. That's 21 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets cater for all budgets and offer a wide range of material options. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are proud to offer special rates for South Australian netball community members and are a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League. You can find Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can visit their website at www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
The Garville Group are a major partner of SAMMNA, the Southern Dragons and the SAMMNA Super League. Garville Group are a South Australian owned and operated business which pride themselves on bringing the Adelaide community premium labour hire, electrical services and solar installation. There is no job too big or small for the team at Garville Group. We thank the Garville Group for their ongoing support of men's and mixed netball as we work together to build a strong future for male and mixed athletes in South Australia. If you need support with your next project, be sure to give the team at Garville Group 0438 965 669 or visit their website at www.garvillecontracting.com.au. Garville Group, a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League.
Hello and welcome back. So we just heard from Gabby Stengel and Jalen Newchurch for round 10, the first Nations round for the SAMMNA Super League. Gabs has actually commissioned a piece of artwork which will be presented to the MVP of the game today, so we're all very excited to see that. My name's Lachlan Kopic, I will be your commentator tonight, and I am joined by Kirsty Leonard-Down.
Hey Lockie, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome. Lovely to have you up here. Lovely known as Kurt, as I will be referring to you as tonight.
That's okay, I'll let you.
You are the coach of the under-23 Dragon side.
I am, very proud to be. So 3rd year with them this year.
Very exciting. Going away to Brisbane in...
End of March, April.
Yeah, less than 2 months.
Oh my gosh, it's so quick. It's coming up so quick.
And you dabble a little bit of the women's game on the side as well?
Oh, just a little on the side, like going back to the girls. Yeah, no, Premier League head coach with Garville, so...
Right, but we won't say that today. We won't let anyone know that. We'll give them the wrong idea as you're here commentating. So we've got Garville v South Adelaide for our game tonight. It's going to be a good match.
I think it's going to be a really good, interesting, hard-fought match. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I think it's going to be very different to last time's game.
Yes. These teams last met in round 5, where Garville ran away with it a little bit with a 57-43 win over South Adelaide. It will be interesting because we had some pretty big outs that round.
There were some, both teams with starting 7 players out in the last time they met. So I think this time we're going to see a very different start and probably overall a much more competitive game, I'm expecting. Yeah,
definitely. I caught up with both head coaches before the game, so I had a chat with Jake from Garville, and he said that he's just really excited to put everything together from the last 10 rounds, wants to see the group stay controlled and composed over 4 quarters. He did say they've been a little bit inconsistent at times.
Yeah.
And the full court pressure is going to be paramount with Matt Fowler down the end in the goals with such good feeders.
That's it. There's no denying what a target Matt Fowler is there?
No.
He's such an imposing figure out on that court, and Jake has set himself up well. That is exactly what they will need to do tonight with full court pressure and holding that ball up along the line as much as they can.
Yeah. I also caught up with Jackie, and she complimented her dynamic circle in Matt with Ryan Norfolk, with the comparison of style that they both have.
Yeah, I'd say a balanced circle. I'm not sure about dynamic. Ryan is definitely dynamic in his movement, and Matt allows him that space to be so. It's a very interesting balance, and one that will keep the defenders definitely working hard tonight. Ryan is part of the 23, so I've been getting to know him over the last few weeks, and he's a clever little player and moves around that circle very well.
Yeah. She said that she's been so happy with the improvement that she's seen from the boys over the season, but tonight she wants to win. She wants that 1 or 2 spot.
Knowing Jackie, she always wants to win. And being the last game before the final start, that will be her wanting to get ready for those finals next week.
Yeah. So we'll throw to the lineup. So starting for Garville, we'll have Ben Ryan in goal shooter, Ben Clark in goal attack, Arlen Davis in wing attack, Jordan Dutram in centre, Saxon Hay in wing defence, Corey Hascard in goal defence, and Samuel Foster in goalkeeper. Any surprises there?
No, that's been their lineup for the last few weeks. They've been building on that since all the available players have been back, so not surprised with that tonight.
For South Adelaide, Matthew Fowler in goal shooter, Ryan Norfolk in goal attack, Mark Gorham in wing attack, Reece Turner in centre, Travis Wood in wing defence, Jeffrey Zammett in goal defence, and Daniel Moore in goalkeeper. One notable out today is Reid O'Callaghan with an unfortunate, looks like a broken wrist.
It does seem to appear to be a broken wrist, listening to his mum yesterday, and hopefully one that he'll recover from very well and hopefully soon.
Definitely. So we're underway with South with the first centre pass.
It looks like they're applying that pressure that they talked about. And there's that easy release into Matt Fowler from Ryan.
Just such a big target there, and he uses his body so well.
He has developed that very well over his last 12 to 18 months in these sort of environments. And I would say that south back line isn't going to make it easy for Garville tonight either,
No.
especially with the speed and pressure that Travis Wood puts across that line.
Yep, Travis Wood, a current Opens player, Jeffrey Zammit, an ex-Open player, both of them with plenty of years of experience.
And that's what Garville need to keep doing tonight, is pressuring that ball and force that error. South applying some really good pressure across that line for transition.
I feel like this is almost going to be a battle of youth versus the veterans. when we look across
Looking down there now, it does appear a little bit that way with some experienced players in that south line, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. A few with a couple of nationals experiences.
Yes.
So they'll be happy converting that first turnover.
It will. Now their thing is to build on that and try and take that early little break in the lead. Oh, nice baseline pop by Ben there.
Great feed by Arlen Davis.
See what South can do to counteract this. Great cover by Sam back there. Foster.
Great feed from Norfolk to Fowler.
Ryan has become very comfortable with letting that ball go to Matt. I mean, like you said, great target. But something you notice him, he is a quick thinker on the court with that ball. Ben Ryan back there at goal shooter for Garville plays in the 23s as well, so Ryan's got him as a target when he's playing in the 23s environment.
There's quite a few of your 23s on court tonight.
There is actually, and a couple of X1s with Saxon now just stepping up into the Opens environment after Arlen Davis last year. But yeah, Ben Ryan at goal shooter, Geordie Dutram at centre for Garville, and yeah, Ryan Norfolk at goal attack for South Adelaide.
Good rebound there from Ben Ryan. Doing a bit of a clean-up.
Needs to. It's a couple of early misses for him, but thankfully they've cleaned it up well. It's a good transition through from good old Jeffrey Zammit there. It's a nice feed in off the circle.
Very nice feed. Very excited to see that Turda Dutram battle in the centre.
And I think that's one, like you said about before, that youth and experience battle. So with Reece being quite experienced, both in the men's environment and the state environment. Geordie himself just starting to come through that, coming out of 17s and into 23s. And
he's got two Australian tours under his belt as well with the 17s, I believe.
He does now. And this year is stepping up into a role as vice captain in the 23s. So, you know, that just shows how he's developed and his maturity.
Another turnover from South early.
Good pressure down there. And great contest from Travis Wood, what he does well.
So I've got two lovely working bees working behind the scenes for me, pulling up some stats, and the average age of Garville is 22 compared to South's 28.
Whoa, okay, so we have a few years of experience difference there. I guess we should be thankful for Ben Clark and Sam Foster for Garville then. Not sure they'll like that.
Oh, I'm sure I'll hear about that one later. Let's be sure of that.
That's great composure by Ryan Norfolk down there. Jackie should be happy with that finish from the bench. Garville wanting to look a little bit more down their lines.
So is that from sending that one person off the transverse line to Arlen? Arlen's cutting hard through and leaving Ben to have the space up the back. Is that what we're seeing?
That's exactly it, and we want them to try and punch that space rather than like they were looking at that cross-court ball. We want that connection down really quickly. So that's what most coaches would be looking for. cross-court ball generally sets up the defenders for those lovely intercepts.
Yeah. South churning the ball over there. Contact from Woods progressing the ball down the court.
Yes. They're quite comfortable feeding that ball into Ben Clark at the moment. South would want to sort of either get some hands over or start to have a bit of a contest on that pass just to put a bit more pressure, even some perceived pressure.
Oh, lovely falling out of court shot there from Ben Clark.
Is that a bit of basketball background there?
Yes, yes.
That's a nice quick feed down, and that's what we're looking for, that quick feed down the line, what Norfolk just gave. Unfortunately, looked like a step call there.
Quick transition from Garville down the floor.
Arlen Davis and Saxon Hay definitely used that change of pace and change of direction well.
Yep, the two of them just returning from Singapore, competing in a Six Nations tour with Matt Fowler from South Adelaide.
Getting a bit of physical pressure early into the game. Yes, the boys were all quite successful away on that tour. And there's a nice finish there.
It has been a great inaugural season for the Super League. Some very, very competitive games and a very, very close ladder.
It really has. It's an exciting first season for them and exactly what SAMMNA would want from an inaugural season. I think the finals coming up over the next 3 weeks are going to be very interesting and very exciting.
Most definitely, most definitely. And do you think there's any focus from the coaches looking into next season, or do you think the focus is on finals?
I think the coaches around will definitely have it. Well, obviously, you're going to have teams that know they're not playing after tonight.
Yeah.
So those coaches will definitely already be thinking about what it is they may.
Another great finish from Fowler.
There he is. Those feeds in. What it is they might need to add for next season to get themselves into the finals. Definitely the coaches in the finals will be aware of their next season, but obviously right now it's capping off this season and preparing for next week. Ryan just needing to finish off those shots.
Yeah, another miss, but then another clean-up. So South will be, I would say that would be maybe a focus for them in the next quarter is trying to get a few more of those rebounds if Ryan is going to present those opportunities.
Definitely. Jackie will definitely be asking her defenders to get up to those, even to just to tip them out the circle for somebody else to get onto.
Oh, great touch there by Zammit.
Definitely. The experienced eye, ready.
There's a bit of a wingspan there that they're dealing with, aren't they?
Wasn't it? Even I sort of held my breath for that feed then. It was great vision by Davis, though. Seeing the backspace back there.
We'll definitely say that's on purpose.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well read. It's a good touch around, unfortunate offside. Otherwise a good touch by young Geordie Dutram down there. There's a bit of a battle on the circle edge with Saxon Hay and Mark Gorham over there. Great contest in the air by Foster.
A very experienced defender, spending the last 3 years playing in the open men's. He will have his work cut out for him tonight, trying to keep Matt Fowler quiet.
Yeah, I know there's just a slight height difference. Gives away a couple of centimetres.
Only a minor one.
Just a tad. And there's not too many defenders around matching Matt Fowler for height.
No, not at all.
A bit slow on the release there. Some good pressure by South Adelaide. Now for them to convert this would be what they're really looking for, to bring that score in even more.
Oh, Great touch there by Foster.
That's just really great repositioning. Foster's just on his feet, moving around.
As you mentioned, I think that's going to be another important battle between Gorham and Hay.
Yes, I definitely think we'll be watching that one all night. And very different players. Gorham playing that, you know, low ground game. Saxon's all about his speed.
Aerial. Yeah.
Oh, that was
nearly.
great recovery. Nearly got the turnover.
Corey not happy with that out of court call. Not that you could tell by the facial expressions.
No, very subtle. Hoping it was off Fowler's knee, perhaps.
Great interception there, though.
Need to just, that's it. Not rush that ball out. It's a great give down the line.
Very quick transition. There it is.
That was a well-earned turnover. Haskard was going to make sure he got that in his hands.
Yeah, and they rewarded him very well.
They did. It's a really good centre pass attack by Clark. Clark and Ryan down there, the Bens having a good understanding of each other's space at the moment.
Our two umpires tonight is Dan Rowe and Chloe Grosser. Two that have been regular to the competition, even back to when it was Emily.
Yeah, and it's great to have umpires like this on board that are umpiring in, you know, the Premier League environment, for Super League to have them on board as well. Only adds to the quality of the competition.
So we've got a change here. We've seen Wood come off and Robinson come on. Jesse Robinson into the wing defence.
Yeah, I'm thinking, looks like Wood's about to head back into the circle, where we've seen him jump back in the last couple of weeks around the courts, play that goal defence role. That's some nice ball movement by Garville down the court there.
Very quick.
From up here, it was actually nice to see all the off-ball movement to get the timing of that ball movement down, and a good finish. I almost feel it'd be great, like the footy coaches, if we could like watch netball from up here while we're coaching.
Make the phone call to your assistant coach
just
on the
dial
bench.
Down. Oh, Jake would love it if I left him down there all season.
Good finish there from Clark, taking it out to an 8-goal lead.
It was. There's a couple
early
of
in the match.
times it comes in, South get their turnovers and pull it in, and then just can't seem to capitalise, and Garville take the lead back out. Fowler not in the shot. Ooh. Unlucky there for Sam Foster.
Sure, that won't be the last time we see Sam Foster try to get a hand on the ball tonight.
Don't think so. And an easy finish by Fowler.
Look, Wood straight into goal defence and gets a touch on his second play. That's the impact that Jackie would be after.
Exactly. That contested ball. That's what Wood does so well. And he's really quick with that recovery of his, so while it's not traditional for him to be in that circle position, he's very effective there.
Yeah, very also someone who can get quite aerial and go for the ball without too much worry, because, yeah, as I said, that recovery time to get back is very good. Ryan with the finish there. And they wanted to send this.
And
unlucky with that roll. So, 19-13. First quarter, thoughts?
surprised that Garville have probably pulled it out those couple of times. Obviously, they could have kept building on that lead and South kept themselves in it. I think South will come out and build on their next quarter. So Garville's challenge here will be to continue what they're doing.
Maintain it. Beautiful. Let's throw some to our sponsors and partners.
CH Earthmovers are a South Australian owned and operated small business offering a professional, customer-focused service in the field of earth moving. CH Earthmovers are dedicated to providing extensive earth moving and landscaping services across the Adelaide region and surrounding areas. They offer a diverse range of services including but not limited to house pads, footing preps, retaining walls, swimming pools and stump removals. Feel free to give them a call on 0447 162 781 for a no obligation free quote. Are you looking for a new kitchen, alfresco kitchen or custom joinery item? Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 21 years in the business in 2024. That's 21 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets cater for all budgets and offer a wide range of material options. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are proud to offer special rates for South Australian Netball community members and are a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League. You can find Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can visit their website at www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
The Garville Group are a major partner of SAMMNA, the Southern Dragons, and the SAMMNA Super League. Garville Group are a South Australian owned and operated business who pride themselves on bringing the Adelaide community premium labour hire, electrical services, and solar installation. There is no job too big or small for the team at Garville Group. We thank the Garville Group for their ongoing support of men's and mixed netball as they work together to build a strong future for male and mixed athletes in South Australia. If you need support with your next project, be sure to give the team at Garville Group a call on 0438 965 669 or visit their website at www.garvillecontract.com.au. Garville Group, a proud supporter of the SAMMNA.
Okay, we're back for quarter two. Kurt, your South, what are you going to change?
Well, I think the change they wanted to make by putting Wood in at the end of that quarter showed what was going to happen. I'm not sure if they have another wing attack option tonight, being that Reed O'Callaghan is out.
Yeah.
So that would be the only thing I'd maybe consider, depending on how that battle with Saxon Hay keeps going.
Jackie did mention that she is very happy with the weather today compared to yesterday because of the short in the mid-court. If it's hot in here, it gets a bit steamy.
Fair enough. That sounds like a very much a Jackie analysis.
Garville taking off where they left off and getting that first goal of the quarter.
They did, and South with an easy transition in for theirs. Into that 6 goals already again. An unfortunate turnover with Garville. So here's South's opportunity now. So can they go 3 in a row? Get 2. Unfortunately, Saxon Hay. Well, fortunately for Garville.
So we've not seen any changes to the lineup for Garville. Do you reckon they'd be pretty comfortable in sticking to the same game plan, or do we think we'll see some changes?
I think at the moment, Jake would have to be quite happy with how they started that quarter, and the movement and timing of the ball for Garville has been really good. I think actually clearer than they have been in some previous weeks.
Back
so
to
at
that
the moment,
focus you talked about before the game,
yes,
controlled and composed.
And they are playing, they don't look as frantic with the ball as they do it sometimes.
We do throw to the other courts, and on court 2 at quarter time we had contacts ahead of Matrix 13-11, and Tango ahead of Oakdale 11-9. So
wow.
2 teams out of the finals, taking it right to
there you go. You got nothing to lose, right?
Nothing to
Last
lose
game of the
today.
season. Can't hold anything back. So it will be interesting to see how those two games go. Tango have been quite competitive in their first halves all season. For them, it's just that consistency across a game.
And chasing that first win.
Yeah, it'd be great if they got it. I mean, Oakdale probably not wanting that with themselves going into finals, but for Tango to finish the season coming away with a win will be good for them.
Yes, Oakdale will be very, very desperate for the win though as well, because while this is the 1v2 match, South Matrix is only third behind in percentage.
That's right.
And then Oakdale's only a game behind. So if the results go their way, they could finish as high as second Oakdale.
Which would make a big difference to next week's finals, obviously. And Matrix, interesting because obviously percentage-wise, if they're down at the moment, that's not going to affect the ladder, but we are just first quarter, and you can just saw a wonderful intercept on court 2 by that link of Norfolk and Fowler definitely getting a bit quicker at the moment.
Yes, the lead, we're 4 minutes in, and that lead hasn't changed. We've seen a turnover from Arlen, a bit of a miscommunication between him and Ben Clark.
You can see Garville sitting back, playing a bit of zone through their midcourt. Great contest by Saxon Hay, and to follow it up with the second effort. Unfortunate not to come away with it.
Great pull in there from Matt Fowler. Great feed from Mark Gorham.
Really was. Used the space well. South Adelaide opening up their court space, trying to, I think, pull the defenders away from Fowler and get that ball in.
Great finish.
So they've managed to bring that lead back into 4 here.
And we've got another turnover.
Could be very interesting here if South manage to score off this and what Garville will do next. Oh, that's a very interesting call.
Lucky there to bring that one in.
Maybe just a slip of the hand.
Yeah. Back to 3.
South having a real run on the board there. Really caught Garville out at the moment.
Making it very exciting.
And here we go. This is the game I was more expecting.
Great feed there.
And that's what they need, that confidence, right? So they got a bit hesitant when South were putting that pressure on them. But they've just got to let that ball go.
Garville definitely have that very, what's the word I'm looking for? In the way that you've got Ben Clark, who's that goal attack, but he can quite easily go play at the post because that's his goal shooter, is his comfortable position. And then Ben Ryan's more than happy to punch out as that goal attack.
It is a very versatile forward line there. Not forgetting that Arlen Davis can also swing into that goal attack role himself.
Yes.
So,
and provide something very different because he is a very quick boy.
Exactly. And he combines well with both the bends back there, so as both the bends combine together.
So we've seen a change from Garville with Tyler Ward coming into goal defence and replacing Corey Hascard.
So obviously just looking for a bit more of that size and pace match. Problem is possibly that Tyler may just get caught around Matt Fowler a bit if he gets in the way, not being used to playing such big bodies.
There's definitely that height difference is very apparent there.
Definitely. Tyler Wood does have Great vertical on him, and that's why we don't want to play the cross court. That's what we talked about, setting up those defenders, and Travis Wood reading that beautifully. This is maybe that experience you were talking about earlier, Lockie.
Yep, that patience, that consistency that they've been pushing through. Great finish there from Matt.
We're back to 1, so South score this.
And we're level.
Oh, we're level.
Oh, back to
I thought it was 1.
No, yeah. Score this and they're back to
level.
level.
Yeah, and then they're back to level. Yes, exactly. So, and that was well pulled in by Matt.
Very well pulled in.
Not something we would have seen him do 12 months ago.
No, relatively new to the game, Matt. Yeah, I've only been around for 18 or so months. Was lucky enough to go away to Singapore with the Oz team as well.
Jeffrey Zammit back there with Travis Wood are definitely confusing the space and putting the pressure on those two in the circle at the moment. Garville needing to get on the move and get a bit clearer with where they want to position themselves.
Now, I don't know if that was just a polite word to Ben Clark or if that was... I didn't see any signs for the umpire, so I don't think that was a warning or anything.
Maybe just an enough, please.
Thank you.
Going goal for goal at the moment, so it's going to be a matter of who can stay composed in this, keep converting.
I saw another one of those risky cross courts.
I held my breath, Lockie. I held my breath. I did actually expect South to come out and take that intercept watching from here.
Look, I don't mind it. It keeps it exciting. Keeps me on the edge of my seat. Not sure how I'll go for a full game of it, and I'm not sure how Jake's going to handle a full game of it
That's
either.
probably more it. I'm just thinking I'm glad I'm not coaching it, so...
a late call there, and Wood thought that he got away with it.
That's it. I mean, at this point, like, while you've lost that lead, you have got over half a game to go. There's a lot that can happen still. So, and that's where, as a coach, you know, while Jake might not be happy with what's happened through this quarter, it's not time to panic. And
great preparation as they go into finals, though. A turnover from Garville there.
It was.
After a couple of touches down the floor as well, you can see that pressure build up. But this is the sort of game that you want heading into finals.
It is. It's going to test you. You know, I guess sometimes as much as you'd like an easy run to lead in there, it might leave you a little bit underprepared. So, you know, and there's every chance this will be a game that'll come up through the finals too.
As early as next week.
What are the placing finals for next week, Lockie? How did the finals go? Is it the normal 1v2,
yep.
3v4 elimination?
Yeah, correct. 1v2, 3v4. Whoever wins the 1v2 goes straight through to the grand final, and the loser plays the winner of the 3v4 the next week for the second spot.
Yeah. So yes, it could be as early as next week. Also depending on, I guess, what happens with the other games.
Yeah.
Unfortunate offside under the pressure of Saxon Hay there for Mark Gorham across the circle. Oh, no.
No, stepping call,
A
I think
stepping
Dan
call.
just said. Oh. Aerial up there. Tyler Ward with a bit of a bounce, and he's good.
And he's recovered well. Good take by Ben Clark there. Travis Wood seeing the ball.
And just as quickly as they had it even, back out to 4.
Back out to 4. Let's see what this last, what do we got, 4.5 minutes? Can Garville compose and keep building on this again? South won't be happy with that. They worked really hard to get that lead back in. That's some good pressure out the front.
Saxon just getting a hand on everything at the moment.
And that's the Saxon Hay you want on your court, the one that gives himself license to go for that ball. He's got a great wingspan himself to put the pressure on the pass. physical pressure in the game at the moment. And a nice feed to the backspace from Geordie Dutram. A lot of trust in Ben Clark.
An interesting change just then from Garville with Saxon Hay coming out and Chad Nelson stepping on the court for the first time tonight.
He is. Chad, another under-23s player, can play all three of those defensive positions, and with his long wingspan won't give any pressure over the ball that Saxon was applying. And a nice finish from Ryan Norfolk again.
And a change, Sam Foster for Corey Hascard. Hascard coming back into the goalkeeper position.
Oh, we missed that one a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Well read by Reece Turner there, taking the front space for that intercept. And a nice transition.
Oh, unfortunate turnover there.
South unfortunate not to finish that off then.
Oh.
Just everyone needing to take a breath by the look of
Yeah,
it.
it's getting a little bit scrappy now, isn't it? Just not everything was as sort of quite smooth game. Yeah, now we're seeing it kind of...
It's that pressure that's lifting.
Not that I understood the replay rule before, and I'm even more confused about it now, but I feel like there's been a couple of extra bounces here and there in those last couple of passages of play.
I mean, I think the easiest thing for everybody to keep in mind is that most of those calls are always umpire's discretion.
Yep, that's great. I'll leave it to them to make that decision because I got no idea.
So I do think the change in it is going to be interesting for some people, but hey, if you do the work and move the ball, we shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Good use of the front space by Ryan then. Just needing to really follow through on those shots.
Oh. You'll be disappointed with that one.
Oh. Now, I feel like that should have maybe been a replay in the new rules, but the new rules are not in action. Oh, unfortunate call there, because that was a really good outside arm contest by Chad Nelson then, as we were talking about, that long reach.
I think what's probably most impressive about Ryan Norfolk's game is, I don't know if it's a shot or a pass. Until the ball leaves his hand, I don't know where it's going.
That's it, and that's something he's worked on to do very well, and he's very good at it. I even wonder at training sometimes.
Mark Gorham demanding the ball there in front.
He was.
Great
Good.
feed into Fowler, and
And great movement by Ryan Norfolk on the baseline. You know, just taking the defenders away from Matt Fowler's space, confusing where the feeders are going to put the ball.
good touch there from Jesse Robinson.
And Jesse, another of the state men's Dragons players. He's the men's reserves.
Yep.
Correct. Good pressure.
Oh.
Oh. I feel like that was maybe an early call on that.
Was that a warning call? Or a on Chad, and finish there from Matt. Good rebound.
Probably be a bit disappointed if I was Nelson then, with Gorham stepping into the hands.
So 5-goal difference going into the half.
Very interesting, really. What will they do? Because they work so hard to get that lead down, get even.
Yes.
So really, they've had about an 11-goal turnaround in one quarter.
Yes, yes. And Garville wouldn't want to be that opposite and trying to not seeing that growth in their lead.
No, why hadn't they capitalised on it?
Yeah.
That's what they'll be looking at, and their composure under that pressure and those critical decisions.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, it's another break, so another throw to our lovely sponsors and partners.
CH Earthmovers are a South Australian owned and operated small business offering a professional, customer-focused service in the field of earth moving. CH Earthmovers are dedicated to providing extensive earth moving and landscaping services across the Adelaide region and surrounding areas. They offer a diverse range of services including but not limited to house pads, footing preps, retaining walls, swimming pools and stump removals. Feel free to give them a call on 0447 162 781 for a no obligation free quote. Are you looking for a new kitchen, alfresco kitchen or custom joinery item? Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 21 years in the business in 2024. That's 21 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets cater for all budgets and offer a wide range of material options. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are proud to offer special rates for South Australia Netball community members and are a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League. You can find Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can visit their website at www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
The Calvin Group are a major partner of SAMMNA, the Southern Dragons and the SAMMNA Super League. Calvin Group are a South Australian owned and operated business who pride themselves on bringing the Adelaide community premium labour hire, electrical services and solar installation. There is no job too big or small for the team at Calvin Group. We thank the Calvin Group for their ongoing support of men's and mixed netball as we work together to build a strong future for male and mixed athletes in South Australia. If you need support with your next project, be sure to give the team at Calvin Group a call on 0438 965 669 or visit their website at www.calvincontractors.com.au. Calvin Group, a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League.
Massive thank you to our major sponsors as we return from our short break at the SAMMNA Super League brought to us by Calvin Group. We look over to the other courts, and on court 2 we've got Matrix reclaiming the lead 28-22.
Still close.
And on court 3, Oakdale doing the same thing and taking the lead 26-21 over Tango.
And both those teams will be happy with that at the moment at the half-time, being that they're both going into the finals.
Yes.
They'd be expecting themselves to be winning tonight.
Yes, definitely. And that ladder will it'll be very interesting to see how it finishes shaping up.
It will. For these two teams on court 1, they'll be wanting contacts to keep the pressure on Matrix for them not to build on that percentage too high. And I guess with Oakdale only being a game behind, is their percentage going to play any difference in it if they get that win, given who loses here?
Well, it will be interesting because if Garville doesn't come away with the win, I think they can only finish as high as 3rd, even if Oakdale do.
Right.
I think it will be more of a case if we see that both Garville and Matrix lose, then the percentage is going to come in on it.
Right, okay.
And Garville are out in front with 122, Matrix with 119, and Oakdale at 100.
Okay. All right, so Garville will definitely be looking to seal this game.
Yes, definitely.
Jackie herself will be looking to seal this game for South Adelaide. I think we're going to have a great second half to come here, Lockie.
I think so as well, I think so. So having a look at the lineup, South have not made any changes. Keeping with that Zamet and Keeper and Wood in goal defence. And we've not seen any changes from Garville either. So both coaches sticking with their lineups in the break.
Oh. And an early first ball turnover from Arlen Davis there. Just be an unnecessary release. And South will be looking to capitalise on this quickly early in the quarter. Almost a help ball.
That great lead from Norfolk, opening up that back space for Fowler for that feed from Turner.
It is, but there's still needs to be a contest on that ball. I feel like Hascard's letting that go now, not adjusting enough to what's happening. Especially in front position. That's a nice effort by Ward.
He's another youngster with a bit of spring in his step.
Definitely has some hops, young Tyler Ward, doesn't he?
Definitely.
I believe he does also play state volleyball, so that would be very useful for him.
That makes sense. Good feed from Clark.
Finish from Clark. So only at 3 goals. The South still have control of the start of this quarter. It's just too
very
easy
simple,
at the
isn't it?
back there. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen the same thing a couple of times down.
That's a better finish from Ben Ryan.
Much more confident. And we can see it becoming a very quick game from both teams.
Definitely. They'll both be looking to use that in their transition, get the ball. The quicker South can move it, the more exposed they can get Matt Fowler or like that. Have Ryan Norfolk get under the ring. Matt keeps that space for him quite well. Garville will be looking to play quick when they can, just to keep the defenders moving.
Yeah, especially that mid-court where they don't have a lot of other options to go to.
That's it, and that's where they'll be looking to use some of that speed, is like getting that mid-court to move around, keep the defenders a little bit distracted with the eye so they can feed it in. Oh, Matt Fowler just shoving off Corey Hascard there.
I think that was the furthest we've seen Matt get away from the post.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that might be a direction from Jackie to change things up? Or just a spur-of-the-moment movement from Matt?
I can't see Jackie wanting Matt to move from the post too much. I think that was more about the pressure that was being applied, so he had to shift himself.
A great feed from Geordie Jutram there.
It was.
Another great feed there. We're seeing some very quick goals. The score is racking up very quickly here.
It is. It's ticking over. There's a lot of quick play from both teams, holding their possession well.
Oh, oof. A lot of contact in the air.
But, you know, that's the sort of...
No goal.
Oh, no goal. And the contact in the air, we've also got contact under the post from Ben Ryan, and that's unfortunate at this point.
South not wasting any time getting the ball down the court.
No, quick down to their transverse line, definitely. There's the pressure they're looking for. And once again, just opening up.
Another pass shot from Ryan Norfolk to Matt Fowler.
Yeah, he's really confusing Hascard in front of him. Hascard not having a crack at any of the shots or any of the passes at the moment. And unfortunately, just being too caught on Fowler's strong body.
Yeah. And a finish. And we're back to level.
We are indeed. South will be very happy at the moment.
Oh, another turnover.
Probably it's interesting to know that's what you'd be more looking for.
Yeah. Good to see Corey having that crack at the ball in the air.
That's it. He got on the move that time. He didn't just sit on Fowler's side. He let himself come off to that space, and a nice quick transition down court. That's what they needed. South will be wanting to hold this possession. I think at the moment, probably what Jake Taylor was maybe looking for by putting Tyler Ward onto Ryan isn't quite what's happening. Ryan Norfolk getting around quite easily down in that forward line.
And we've seen seen Saxon come back into that wing defence position after a short break.
And that's why you want Saxon Hay on the line there. It's a great quick contest.
And the turnover as well.
It was a nice switch across the line because Saxon's contest was on Ryan. You just see at the moment both teams getting their leads pushed out wide.
Quick couple of contact calls in a row from the umpires. Good finish there from Clark, splitting the D.
Quick feed in by Ben. Good look away to the pocket. Ryan. That's where we want to change up on the centre pass. It was good timing. Just making that in there then.
Run over the top.
Once again, just pulled out to that 3 goals again.
Yeah.
Looking to try and stop another one. This is where South will really want to make sure they convert this goal. Not concede any more of that lead.
As I revert back to my stat room, very interesting stat tonight is that you've got Ben Clark, who's the 2nd goal scorer in the league at the moment, and Matt Fowler is 3rd, only 12 goals behind him. So it's interesting to see the 2nd goal scorer in the goal attack position rather than in as one of those shooters.
But I think, as you mentioned before, Lockie, Ben Clark plays those positions quite well.
Yeah.
Both of those, and has spent, you know, probably a good half of the season at goal shooter back there. Sometimes behind Ben Ryan, but also not forgetting Arlen Davis has had a good few runs in goal attack himself.
Yeah, definitely.
And as can you imagine, that is a quick, dynamic circle with Ben Clark and Arlen Davis.
Another stat, Ben Clark's taken 26 more goals attempts.
Really?
Than what Matt has to get that extra 12.
So
quite interesting. I don't know what that means, but it is an interesting fact.
I mean, obviously you're saying that Matt Fowler is probably slightly more accurate, but as we can see, Matt Fowler doesn't take any of his shots away from the post, so you would be looking for him to sink them.
Sink majority of them every game.
It. Ben Clark obviously quite comfortable to use his range around the circle. That was a nice feed into Ryan, timing his movement well. He's just really got to follow through with those shots.
Oh.
That perceived pressure from the defenders again, just maybe getting to him in that role.
Still quite young, Ben Ryan. A few years ahead of him. Oh, and the step hold.
He does, and having last year off after he's returning this year from his knee injury. So great to have him back out on the netball court this year. Definitely looking forward to having him come away with the 23s this year.
Yes. He's done a brilliant job to stay fit during that period as well. He's come back and he's not missed a step.
He's not, and if anything, he's fitter than he was before.
Yeah.
And moving well.
Very important.
You can see again South's brought this lead back in, and if they can convert this after that turnover, we're at level scores again.
Oh.
And as I say that...
Yeah, there's the commentator curse. Oh.
Some good, as you can see there, that's a perfect example of when only one option on the court. There was no one else to throw to then, all the attackers sitting back.
Oh. Good to see Corey going for that one. A rare miss from the South goal end.
Yes. Is that my curse again? Talking about Fowler's shooting. That's a better transition that time, having multiple options moving.
Forward.
And a great quick release by Arlen Davis on the circle there. Well finished by Clark.
and I missed it. Tyler Ward's come into centre.
Yes, it was a quick change just then.
Looks like Geordie Dutram, who was centre, is about to come back on the court. A missed pass there from Arlen to Ben Clark.
Ben Ryan to Ben Clark, that was.
Oh, Ben Ryan to Ben Clark, sorry.
It was a quick turn and release. Just unfortunate, not quite where Ben wanted it. Some good pressure there. Unfortunate thing is here we're leaving that player exposed. So that's not what coaches want. And we're getting out of play.
Big throw there from Reese.
Oh. Good decision there by Fowler not to move that foot.
That looks very awkward. That's generally what I look like when I'm playing goal shooter. Catch the ball and no idea what my feet are doing.
I feel like that's what I would look like these days, Lockie.
Obviously without all the hype. Sam Foster back into goal defence.
He is. It's unfortunate giving away an extra shot there.
And we're back to level.
Ah.
Dutram coming into that wing attack, replacing Arlen Davis.
He is indeed. I think if we look over at the bench, it looks like Arlen Davis is getting ready to go into goal attack. So I think we could see another switch here. And I'm going to presume with Arlen Davis going into goal. Oh, not one Matt Fowler could pull in that time.
No.
It's a good give and go into the court.
Yeah,
no long length down. That's Tyler looking down the court.
It looks like Ben Clark is taking that, after talking about it, he's taking that goal shooter position.
Yep, on the bench prepping. And Davis straight into goal attack from that wing attack roll and finishes with a goal. Bit of friendly push and shove there, just saying hello from Travis Wood.
Making sure, always letting him know that he's there.
It's probably just young Tyler Ward there too, just that, learning when to use a fake and maybe not always give that ball to that player. Unfortunate. Great contest there by Davis. Oh, out of court.
Out of court. Another miss from Ryan.
And there's the switch for shooter. Good touch there.
Arlen with a bit of range.
It's one thing Davis definitely is not afraid to do is move around that circle and take his shot. He would make a nice super shot shooter.
Yes, yes. That would be something I would love to see be introduced.
In the men's, I think it would definitely add a level of excitement.
Most definitely.
And there's definitely a lot of men in the league that could take that.
Yeah. It would be, and definitely would not be afraid to.
Definitely not.
Nah.
No. It's one thing you do see a lot with the men compared to the women is they let go of some of their inhibition and have a real crack.
That and just extra confidence.
Just a little bit. So,
good feed there.
Nice feed and a good finish by Clark. And here we are, back to 3 goals again. South will be wanting to get a goal here to pull it into 2 at the end of the quarter. Good pressure around the circle by Garville.
There we go.
And Norfolk's going to have to take... Oh, no. I thought we were going to have a penalty shot inside for something then. But no.
Oh, so there we are. 3-goal lead to Garville. South are making a run for it. They are not letting him sneak away with it.
They're definitely not letting Garville have this game easy. They are definitely challenging through the quarters, and Garville are not Probably for their perspective, not pulling away they'd want to and capitalising on their game the way they want to. But good on them for remaining composed and not letting that lead really go away and South take over the game at the moment.
At the moment. Beautiful. We will throw to our sponsors and partners. Great.
CH Earthmovers are a South Australian owned and operated small business offering a professional, customer-focused service in the field of earth moving. CH Earthmovers are dedicated to providing extensive earth moving and landscaping services across the Adelaide region and surrounding areas. They offer a diverse range of services including but not limited to house pads, footing preps, retaining walls, swimming pools and stump removals. Feel free to give them a call on 0447 162 781 for a no obligation free quote. Are you looking for a new kitchen, alfresco kitchen or custom joinery item? Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 21 years in the business in 2024. That's 21 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets cater for all budgets and offer a wide range of material options. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are proud to offer special rates for South Australia Netball community members and are a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League. You can find Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can visit their website at www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
The Calvin Group are a major partner of SAMMNA, the Southern Dragons and the SAMMNA Super League. Calvin Group are a South Australian owned and operated business who pride themselves on bringing the Adelaide community premium labour hire, electrical services and solar installation. There is no job too big or small for the team at Calvin Group. We thank the Calvin Group for their ongoing support of men's and mixed netball as we work together to build a strong future for male and mixed athletes in South Australia. If you need support with your next project, be sure to give the team at Calvin Group a call on 0438 965 669 or visit their website at www.calvincontractors.com.au. Calvin Group, a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League.
Beautiful, and we are back for the start of the third quarter, and we're seeing a quick bib correction there from Judy Greenwood.
Good old Judy Greenwood running out there, getting her moment.
Open mixed coach. Absolutely lovely lady. Complete cracker. It's fantastic.
And her wealth of knowledge. She's wonderful to talk to, both about the game and not. It's a quick start from Garville there. And, almost a very good turnover by Hay.
We'll have a quick look over to the other courts, and on court 2, Matrix have taken a 10-goal lead over Contacts, 43-33, so just building on that a little bit. And Oakdale 40-31 over Tango, so a 9-goal lead. So we're seeing those two starting to pull away.
It's actually really good, though, for Tango to still be within that 9 goals at that three-quarter time break.
Yes, definitely.
You'd like to hope they can really put this last quarter together for themselves. And keep that pressure on Oakdale and maybe get themselves back in it.
Definitely.
Good contest by Foster then. Pleading for the call. Well covered.
We've not seen a change to either lineup for the teams as they returned out of that break. I think Garville were pretty happy with those changes that they made towards the end.
They were. Probably the only thing I'd be looking at, and that's it there, is that easy ball. And if South this time get that confidence really early like they are, we're 1 goal now. And...
great hands there from Reese.
And just that inexperience of Ward really not putting that ball out and getting past the hands on a centre pass. It's critical. Coach never wants to see you lose the centre pass.
And South are not afraid to throw that pass from some distance.
Definitely not. And like we've talked about, Fowler's definitely better at pulling that ball in.
Yes.
So they've got a lot more confidence to just let it go. And at the moment, as we've seen last quarter, Hasgard just not getting a contest at all on the ball.
Not even just catch and just go. Happy.
Just
happy
quite
to throw
comfortable.
it. And South have taken the lead, and I think this is their first time since like early in the first quarter they've got that lead again.
I'm not sure they got a lead at all. I think we only got level.
I think Fowler had the first goal of the game. And
the first goal. I was going to say, because after that it was like 2-1.
Yeah.
Yep. So Garville will really be wanting to capitalise on this. Get this.
It's been fantastic to see the Premier League clubs coming out and supporting their men's teams. New additions to the clubs with the introduction to Super League, with the 6 Premier League clubs taking teamers. We see a turnover, that cross-court pass from Ireland, a little bit wayward. But the Garville girls seem to be out in force tonight.
They are. Looking over at the stands, there's a good collection of them over there. A lot of grey sitting in the end behind the boys' bench there. Makes me happy to see.
And we've definitely seen that from all the clubs.
Yeah, it looks like there's a few Matrix girls over on court 2 tonight.
We've seen a quick change with Ben Ryan coming into wing attack, replacing Geordie Dutram, and looks like Geordie's about to come in for...
Going to centre for Tyler Ward. I would think it looks like it's on his bib.
Talking about the bib, Garville are wearing their Indigenous bib tonight.
They are. The bib was designed last year. It's what the Premier League girls had for their Indigenous dresses, designed by Gabby Stengel, who we saw at the start, who's a ex-Garville Premier League player, Mikawama. So, and the bib is representing the Mikawama, which is the home for Garville Netball Club. And the name is the Ghana name for the Adelaide Plains and Port Adelaide, for Adelaide and Port Adelaide, which is where Garville originated from.
A very, very tough take there with Saxon Hayne putting his body on his line.
He really did. Unfortunate there. Definitely seeing a lot of pressure coming into this game in this last quarter. South have definitely taken control. 3-goal lead now.
Oh, and another touch. Wow.
Probably just what's going to happen there with that mismatch in speed with Jesse Robinson on Ben Ryan.
He'd just see him get a little bit aerial and be able to take that ball.
Yeah. I mean, probably at the moment what I'd be wanting if I was Jake at the moment is that contest on that ball into Fowler. Yeah. He's really got Corey Hasgard's measure at the moment. And it's just South are very confident and it's going in far too easy. Oh. And unfortunately, Garville can't get back in the game if they don't get a turnover. And Ryan Norfolk finishing nicely there. Out to a 5-goal lead.
And we're seeing a change in the defensive end with Nick Fassos coming in for the first time this game to replace Sam Foster. A basketball, NBL 1 State League basketballer for Sturt Sabres.
Yeah, he's been an interesting transition into netball. He's finding his netball feet like that. He's very good defensively. I'm not sure what role he plays in basketball. You would probably know more of that.
He is a very good defensive player.
Is,
yeah,
yes.
A real scrapper, an undersized power forward, I would say.
Right, and that's definitely what he brings onto the netball court. He while still getting used to the footwork and moving around, because you basketballers have wide stances.
Totally different footwork.
He does apply a lot of defensive pressure. Oh, and a great feed in from Geordie Dutram then. Good positioning and movement by Ben Clark. Not enough communication going on back there with Garville, maybe. Too many people chasing the same player and leaving Gorham exposed.
I mean, I think we're going to probably see a little bit of that now as well, them being risky and trying to go for that aerial ball, as you were discussing before. Seen Nick Fassos be in the lanes a couple of times in a row now.
That's it. Nick's definitely not scared to have a crack at that. Oh, and a very low feed there by Arlen Davis. Early movement by Ben Clark. Gave Jess Zammit a great read on the ball then.
I do love to joke about my my professional netball opinion, but I think that if there's anything I learned from Brian Lyons with my time as his team manager is circle feeds are gold.
That's right. That's where we want the ball fed from. Better be some great movement and good release of pass if we're not on the circle edge.
Oh, and
like that.
South just playing so high up the court and allowing that great feed.
They are. They're exposing that one-on-one back there really well.
Some good movement there from Garville, though. Finish from the Clark.
Yeah, I think you just defensively you'd want to be looking at what else you can do back there, given you, well, potentially who you're playing next week now.
Yes.
Because unfortunately for Garville, Fowler's having a field day at the moment.
He is, yeah. Great transition from there, from the centre pass.
Just not quite enough of it at the moment. That lead out to 6.
South are shooting above their average goals scored per game. They average 53.
Right.
And here we are at 63 with 5 minutes to play.
Right. Jackie will be very happy with this at the moment.
Oh.
And that's a great feed by Geordie Dutram.
Oh, an unfortunate finish there from Ben Clark.
Oh. Arlen Davis down for a moment here.
Oh, and we got some blood.
Yeah. And a knock in the face. Looks like potential concussion here.
Oof. Tough blow there.
Oh, I didn't see that. In very good hands over there with Scott Smith, the Garville physio. Very experienced in the netball world.
We'll take a quick break while they assess the court. South players look like they're standing right over where the blood was.
Yeah. Oh, no, there we have the umpire and South manager out there.
Bron out, a very experienced team manager for South Adelaide.
Bron is. She's been around the netball world a while herself. Has been a state manager as well.
Dragons team manager last
yes,
year
she
with
was,
the
with the
17s.
Yes.
So very knows the men's game. And it looks like we're about to recommence. Travis Wood also having to step off the court with some blood and receive some treatment. And we see...
Who have we got here?
Kyle Glasbrook
Kyle,
into goalkeeper.
Jeffrey Zammit moving to goal defence. And once again, Ryan Norfolk easily feeding that ball to Matt Fowler.
South taking that lead out to 8. I
Yeah.
think this is the biggest lead we've seen in the game as well.
I believe you're right. I think
Garville only got out to, I think, 7.
it was about 7. I'm not sure if they got to 8. So
Definitely with 9.
South it's definitely the biggest lead now, and South definitely running with confidence. Garville seem to be chasing, and only one option moving. It's a good look in by Ben Ryan to Ben Clark. Unfortunate being called back for the umpire, but thankfully almost in the same spot. And a better finish. And we've got another change at the back here with Chad Nelson for Corey Hasgard into keeper. So hopefully at this point with 4 minutes to go, Chad just lets himself have a crack.
Couple of loose hands on there, just couldn't quite pull it in.
Well pulled in by Ryan Norfolk to finish it up there. Oh, and a great feed in by Dutram again. He's really looking down that court quickly for Ben Clark.
He is not hesitating. It's going to be a tough job from here, though, for Garville to pin back this lead.
Yeah, I think they've left changing up a little late. Not sure if Jake was just letting that run through to see what would happen, or to keep some other options in the bag for finals. But currently at 3 minutes to go, I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull this one back. Bring the margin in, hopefully.
Yes, which is also still very important, because we're going to have percentage come into play here.
So what did we say? So Oakdale will finish on the same points as Matrix and Garville now. Is this right?
No, so sorry.
Oh, no, Matrix will finish up, won't they? So will Garville... So they'll either go third or fourth. So not what Jake Taylor and the Garville boys team will be looking for tonight.
No, it looks like South will finish top, and assuming that Matrix and Oakdale haven't conceded their leads over there and won the game, Matrix will finish second, and we'll have Garville and Oakdale play off against each other in third and fourth. Which will be a very exciting match. Don't want anyone to miss it.
No, I think all the finals are going to be very exciting. Those games, through all those teams, each of those teams have all beaten each other.
Yes, very tightly contested up in that top 4.
Unfortunate there. Really looking to just capitalise on a couple more goals before the end of this game. They've sort of got to not concede this and just run through it. They've got to keep putting the pressure on, trying to get as much as the ball as they can, or delay as much as they can for South.
Yeah.
That's a very unfortunate call there.
I think that's that experience we were talking about from South as well. Just hang in the game, continue to let it build, continue to let it build, and then this fourth quarter they've just, blown it wide open.
That's it. And they've made, South's changes were just smart. It was what they needed at the time. Travis Wood put a lot of pressure into that circle when they needed him to.
Yeah.
And it definitely caused some chaos around for Garville.
Ben Ryan with
the layup.
With the layup there, that was very impressive. We'll say as well, very, very high scoring game where I feel like there was a lot of pressure from defence. We've seen still a lot of goals scored from both teams.
True. So what are we at with over 130 goals scored in the game?
And I'd be pretty confident in saying this would both be well above teams' averages.
So, and that's, quick movement. It's where I guess where we saw at the start, and there was a lot of pressure across that line for both teams. There hasn't been so much in the back half where the balls move quickly through, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and a miss from Matt Fowler.
Almost a tap in from Matt Fowler again. And he finishes it on the third one. Great feed there from the transverse.
Yeah, Garville just needed to trust themselves a bit more with that through the game. And that's, as you talked about, the experience of the South guys.
Yeah.
And Garville's inexperience. Great contest there by Chad Nelson.
Almost a throw there from Geordie. And South will be very, very happy with that win.
They will be very happy with that win. Well coached by Jackie Blythe there. And kudos to the South boys. They controlled that back half of the game very well and just built on their lead to comfortably win.
I think what was great to see from Garville as well was that that courage to continue to make changes. Just keep throwing out there, see what you can work. It's unfortunate that Jake couldn't find a group that could get it over the line, but it was good to see him not throw the game away either.
True.
When things got tough.
That is it. And, you know, he'll be wanting to look at what he can do next week, knowing that now, what are we thinking? He's playing Oakdale?
I think Oakdale, if my math is right, which, look, I'm going to say my math is better than my netball knowledge, so I'm going to be pretty confident with that.
That's something I can't confidently say, Lockie.
We are going to hang around just for a couple of extra minutes while we wait to hear who Gabby has selected as MVP of the match. I feel like there's a couple of players out there that you could throw to.
There are definitely. And, you know, it's almost a game of two halves, right? So, you know, it's about who played consistently through it.
You definitely look at Matt Fowler as he was very, very strong and composed under that post the majority of the game.
I do, but I think, like, you can, it's easy to do because Matt Fowler is such a big, imposing, you know, target, and he did shoot a lot, but to take nothing away from Ryan Norfolk, his movement around that circle to continually expose Matt and move across that baseline. I know Cassie Martin, is my assistant coach for 23s, will be very happy with what Ryan did tonight.
Yeah.
So, you know, that sort of stuff can't be underrated. You know, Matt wouldn't be able to do his job if he didn't have a goal attack working that in front of him.
And someone to pass him the ball.
And someone to continually pass him that little ball that Ryan is very comfortable doing, as we saw, and nailed his shots when he needed to. Yeah.
I think for Garville it's hard. I thought we had different players step up at different times in the game.
Definitely.
I think Saxon had a really big impact on the defence for about a quarter there.
Definitely.
Arlen in goal attack when he made that change. I thought he came in and made a big impact.
Yeah.
I think they were probably just lacking that contest in the defensive end.
That's it. That's probably the only thing I would have liked to have seen more from Garville. Tonight was more contest of the ball, setting stuff up to allow themselves that opportunity. And I think just, you know, from their perspective, like you said, there were players that had great moments. I just think there just wasn't the consistency across the game. And, you know, while they had a great start and got out that early lead with South never let themselves be out of that game.
No.
And obviously the experience of some of those players knew that they could always come back into the game and they were just going to work for it, which is exactly what we saw them do.
Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to throw down to the court now to Gabby Stengel to announce the MVP.
Okay, guys. Such an amazing game tonight. I think you can all agree it was was a really, really great match to watch tonight. Best player for me showed consistency throughout the game, showed true spirit. I think you can all agree kind of just us all on a journey throughout the match, and that goes to
Saxon Hay from Garville getting the MVP there.
Well, I mean, you did call that one.
Did.
You did talk about that. And, you know, knowing Gabby as an ex-defender, she'd probably be a bit partial to that, which is, you know, We normally see the goalies get the awards.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you for coming along tonight, Kurt. It's been
Thank you for having me,
fantastic
Lockie.
having you up here, and hopefully we hear from you again over the final series.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Thank you all for tuning in, and see you next week for round 1 of the finals.
Can't wait.
All right, see you all.
CH Earthmovers are a South Australian owned and operated small business offering a professional, customer-focused service in the field of earth moving. CH Earthmovers are dedicated to providing extensive earth moving and landscaping services across the Adelaide region and surrounding areas. They offer a diverse range of services including but not limited to house pads, footing preps, retaining walls, swimming pools and stump removals. Feel free to give them a call on 0447 162 781 for a no obligation free quote. Are you looking for a new kitchen, alfresco kitchen or custom joinery item? Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 21 years in the business in 2024. That's 21 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets cater for all budgets and offer a wide range of material options. Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets are proud to offer special rates for South Australia netball community members and are a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League. You can find Harrison Kitchens and Cabinets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can visit their website at www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
The Calvin Group are a major partner of SAMMNA, the Southern Dragons and the SAMMNA Super League. Calvin Group are a South Australian owned and operated business who pride themselves on bringing the Adelaide community premium labour hire, electrical services and solar installation. There is no job too big or small for the team at Calvin Group. We thank the Calvin Group for their ongoing support of men's and mixed netball as we work together to build a strong future for male and mixed athletes in South Australia. If you need support with your next project, be sure to give the team at Calvin Group a call on 0438 965 669 or visit their website at www.calvincontractors.com.au. Calvin Group, a proud supporter of the SAMMNA Super League.